Good to go. What is your view on the Smith report? Does this go far enough when it comes to devolving powers to Scotland?
My personal view is that the Smith Commission report doesn't go far enough. That said, I welcome any powers that we do get from it. I think the crux of it is that local people need to be in control, whether it's on a regional, national basis. And so I'm very much in favour of the devolution of more powers, and we will take all powers that certainly come our way.
What would be your view on the impact of Scottish devolution on devolved structures already existing in the UK?
Well, I hope that they would be strengthened. Any new powers are to be welcomed. I think my own personal preference would be obviously independence, but I think to have the levers to encourage growth, the levers to deal with the poverty aspects that we regularly face, the fact that we have food banks in a nation which is one of the wealthiest in the world is quite frankly a disgrace. So we need full fiscal levers to ensure that we can tackle those issues from the bottom up, to tackle the issues of poverty, to create employment for our young people and to give everyone a reasonable standard of living and therefore increase equality.
Okay. Do you believe that the continued political interest sparked by the referendum debate will continue throughout new debates on Scotland and the rest of the UK?
I think it will impact not just in Scotland, it will impact throughout the UK and indeed potentially Europe. I think what can be seen from the referendum is that democracy is a big winner. And on the back of that, there is now significant momentum, I think, for change. Local people realise, and certainly within Scotland, people realise that they do have a say, that politics is about them, and that they have that right to have that say. And I think the more interest that's generated there, the greater that prospect is for not just wider democracy, but for greater involvement and participation by people. And hopefully, therefore, the right decisions being made at the right times for the benefit of people and not for the benefit of a few against the wishes of the many.
Okay. And finally, Scottish devolution and the whole independence debate seem to have a strong basis in the idea of promoting and maintaining Scottish identity. Do you believe that local identity is providing a main driving force behind the continued popularity of the debate?
I think it's not the only driving force. I think there always has been. Scotland is a very old country. Scots, I think, are very proud of their history and their heritage, and most Scots will tell you that they are Scottish, probably more so than they'll say British. So that's always been the case, but I think what people are realising more and more now is that to have a say in what happens, whether it's in your local community, whether it's on a regional basis, or whether it's tackling the big issues, whether it's infrastructure and looking at Scotland as in a global player, then all of those things have to come to the fore, and the greater the powers that we have to do that, the more people realise that this is actually a very good country. I can speaking for Scotland, if you like, and from my own view, then I think we should be seen as a global player. We should be out there, we should be encouraging economic growth, and we should be encouraging equality right across the EU and beyond.
Fantastic, thank you. Thanks a lot for that.